This setup is something that probably didn't exist about 6 months ago. It's called a micro wedding, and it's one of the ways private event companies are adapting to COVID-19 restrictions that are changing so often. Crowded dance floors and drinks flowing into the early morning hours are now just memories in photo albums for caterers and party planners.
We were forced to totally get out of our comfort zone.
The pandemic has forced Maggie Raffle and her sister Nikki Raffle to get creative to keep the family catering business afloat. Parties are smaller, tables spaced 6 feet apart, and the latest restriction stops them from selling alcohol at 10 p.m.
It's definitely being more creative on time frames and stuff. So, all right, you can't do stuff later in the day. Let's do stuff earlier. So we're encouraging people to think about like brunch weddings.
But the rapid changes come with confusion. In the past week, city leaders say country club staff and event companies are calling with questions like how many people are allowed at an event, what events are permitted this week. The Cincinnati Law Department tells me private event halls and clubs can hold weddings and funerals with up to 300 people, but other events like golf parties and anniversaries cannot have more than 10 people. Regardless of crowd size, companies must follow sanitary, mask, and social distance rules.
It was never something we thought that catering would ever not be a valid business. People have always gotten together in large groups to have food.
The Raffle sisters say they had to lay off dozens of employees and banquet staff, and that sales have fallen 85 to 90% due to event cancellations. They are now selling individual meals to people who just don't want to cook, promoting in gyms. They cater office parties by bringing meals to employees' homes. They'll cook your family dinner and drop it off.
If you stay in the rut that you're in, you're doomed. You're not going to make it out.
They say expanding services is perhaps a bright spot in the uncertainty because the business will come out stronger.
We are flexible. We can grow with you.
I do have a list of all the rules and regulations you need to follow this week on our website, WCPO.com. Just click on this story. Reporting in Cincinnati, Courtney Francisco, WCPO 9 News.